Good morning, it's Mike Jen here in Athens, heading to the Greek Isles today. First time in Greece, first time going to the Greek islands. And the first one I'm going to, Crete, the biggest of the islands. First meal on the island, Apiri Greek Eatery.
This olive oil is delicious. Bread's pretty good too, but that olive oil, wow. So far, everything I've been putting in my mouth in Greece is basically, every single bite is changing my perception of what I thought what Greek food was and how it's supposed to taste. That's why I love traveling. First dish, wild green pie. This thing, pickled spinach, some leek, I think over some dill sauce. And this thing is toasted so nicely on the outside. Oh, I want to eat this every day of my life. I feel like kids in this country should never have a problem eating spinach. You don't need all that Popeye eating spinach, getting biceps, that kind of encouragement. You don't need any of that. Just the flavor of this is encouragement enough. This is amazing. Toasted pita inside creamy, delicious spinach. And the dill sauce is amazing. I love dill. It just brings out so much great aroma in food. This whole thing, the cheese, the spinach, the crunchy crust, the difference in texture, the flavors. Creamy, it's spinachy, sour, savory. It's just so satisfying, this thing. I never had this before. This is fantastic. Next dish, lamb meatballs. Some cilantro, onions on top. It's grilled and inside spicy tomato sauce. This thing will make you borderline emotional. I mean, everything about it, everything. The meatballs are a little charred on the outside, so you get a slight toasty little crunch. Inside, just pure, tender meat. No gaminess. If you're afraid of that, you won't get any of that from this dish. The sauce is spicy, it's smoky, it's a little sweet, a little crunchy. Wow. I think one reason I like Greek food so much is a lot of dishes have an element of sourness to it, which I love. I would say even if you don't like lamb, try this dish out. This may change your mind. And make sure to get the bread and just soak up all that awesome sauce. Because that is awesome sauce. Next dish, uvetse. This is kind of like a Greek meat stew, and it's cooked with pasta. And on top, look at this, a layer of shrimp. This is very specific. It's Simiakos shrimp from the island of Simi. And it's fried crispy on top and saucy pasta on the bottom. The sauce is very savory, very buttery, very rich and thick. Pasta's delicious. I love the contrast texture with the soft pasta, the crunchy shrimp on top. I mean, this is a very hearty dish. And I think just eating the pasta without the fried shrimp on top, it may be a little too rich. The shrimp actually makes this dish a little lighter just from its amazing crispiness. Honestly, just makes this whole dish more appealing. I think any dish with just a layer of fried shrimp on top, it's just automatically better. Last one is a smoked sea bass with dill sauce, sea urchin on top as well with 3 croquettes. Oh, it's so unique. Wow. Of course, unique, delicious. It's fish croquette. Wow. It's so light and crunchy on the outside. So the sea bass, the temperature's not very hot. With it, really pickled, crunchy seaweed. And the sauce is some sort of pickle sauce. And just grab some of the urchin as well. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, there's just so many amazing textures and flavors here. I mean, every bite with the mild fish, you're getting a blast, like a big hit of savory, sour flavor, which is very, very nice. On top of that, when you start to chew more and more, the smokiness of the fish comes out. Then if you want a little change of texture, bite into that crispy, delicious fish croquette. This is my first like real official Greek meal. Now all I want to do is eat more of this stuff. That's like all I want to do. I'm gonna go back to the hotel, sleep, and wake up and eat more of this, which actually I should do. Sounds like a good plan.
Just got to the hotel. This is so nice. They gave us welcome drinks. Iced tea. Whoa. Oh, this is so good. This is some local iced tea they made. Next up, lemonade with honey. Never checked into a hotel where they give you like a drink tasting right in the lobby. This is cool. Mini infinity pool right outside your room. You can see the water over there. All right, it's dinner time, and this time, traditional Greek food. So it's been about 5 hours on the island. I can tell why people come here. It's so beautiful. I mean, driving around, the water's beautiful, the hotel we're staying at is beautiful, the restaurants are amazing. Like this one we're sitting at right now is just so pretty. And we rented a car right there, that's the car. I mean, just comparing the taxi rates and the rental car rates, like pretty affordable to rent a car here to just drive around. Anyway, this place we're at, traditional meat and seafood. And we're so lucky because they have a 20-dish meze platter that usually you have to reserve, but luckily for us, because we came so early, they have it available, so ordered that. I just smell fresh mints being cut, so I see them just cutting mint from this little garden, and they told me that they don't buy anything. Cheese, they got their own cow, chicken to lay their own eggs. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about this. Oh, thank you. Wow. Check out this bread. There's fresh herbs, there's dry herbs, there's some peppers, there's some chilies, I think, in here. It smells buttery. There's some toast, there's some pita, and no doubt, oh, this is freshly made as well. There's some garlic dip, there's some olive dip. The garlic dip is smoky, so incredibly garlicky and rustic. I might like the olive dip better. The flavor is so rich and deep. There's a lot of food coming, so I gotta lay off this. Already so good. Oh my gosh. You gotta see this. This is something incredible. Look at this. Oh, this is a feast for the ages. I mean, this whole thing is about, I mean, with the tray, easily 30 pounds. So colorful, so much aroma. I mean, there's salads, there's oven roasted dishes, there's fried, there's grilled. It's so overwhelming just to look at, to smell. Let's eat. Okay, let's just start with the grape leaves here. Grape leaves drizzled with olive oil, very fragrant. Inside the rice absorbed all that great fragrant flavor as well. I don't think I actually liked stuffed grape leaves before. I'll be honest, it wasn't one of my favorite things. That's phenomenal though. This bread, tomatoes, olives, herbs, feta. Oh. Something with simple ingredients just like that. I mean, every bite, the fresh, sweet tomatoes, the delicious feta, creamy and nutty, the olives with their own unique flavors, and then the herbs giving an even deeper flavor. Cheese is remarkable. I'm gonna use that as a palate cleanser between my bites of meat. All right, gotta do this. This is a cut of pork belly. Look at this. Beautifully charred. You can see all the herbs on this as well. Again, drizzled in olive oil. Seasoned perfectly. The herbs kind of balances out the greasiness of the pork belly. Okay, I'm gonna actually jump to this side because this is the fried stuff. Fried eggplant. Oh, that's so good. It's sweet. It has a little crunch on the outside, mainly because I let it sit here for the last 10 minutes. And this is definitely fresh eggplant. And dip this in a little tzatziki sauce. Tastes even more fresh. And that just kind of highlights the sweetness of the eggplant itself. Oh, that's perfect. Zucchini. A lot of the stuff, things I didn't think I would typically like just fried vegetables. Now I feel like I eat this every single day of the week. I think that's some kind of cream sauce with olive inside and some mayo. Wow, 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 wow. There's just so much going on and so much good stuff. Look at this. Little clams, olive oil, fresh herbs. These are ingredients that I'm very familiar with. Somehow they just taste different right now. They do. I mean, clams and olive oil, I have this many times before. Here, for some reason, it's more fragrant. The sweetness of the clam is highlighted so much. Fried zucchini flowers stuffed with rice. I don't know what it is. It may be
The olive oil and maybe just the dedication and love that goes into these dishes. After you take a bite, after you chew, after everything goes down, the flavor just lingers in your mouth. It just makes you crave for more. Grab a souvlaki skewer. Unreal. Bite on the outside, you just taste the smoke and the fire. And they roasted the pita as well with herbs on top. Like nothing, it's simple. Some dishes may look a little simple, like fried eggplant. No. It's not just a fried eggplant. There's so much effort put in to make sure everything tastes the best it can taste. That's good, it's so good, I about dropped a tear. Oh, I know this eggplant is gonna be amazing, I know it. I feel it. I usually have a sixth sense for these things. You get that nice tangy sweetness from the fresh tomatoes, the creamy feta cheese, the balsamic adds a sour umami profile, and I'm just chewing on that fresh mint. Brings just another sensation into my mouth. Beef sausage, you can see the herbs and onions minced inside of the meat, while the outside is just a perfect layer of char. Oh, I gotta try this. This is the feta, oven baked. I should have got to this first. Oh my goodness. It's cheese, what was I thinking? All this stuff is unbelievable. I feel like any of these 20 dishes, I could order a full-size one and I would be already so overwhelmed. So happy, but to get all these together on my plate, I'm just, is this what food heaven is like? It might be, it might be. The roast pepper with the balsamic and the fresh raw garlic goes so well with a crunchy spinach pie. Or you could just dunk this a little bit into the tomato and feta. You don't need to because this on its own is already flaky and delicious. But there's so much stuff to play with here. Why not? Or dunk it into the eggplant a little. There's really no wrong way to do this. Grilled sardines. Just that. Some olive oil, perfect. Oh, I forgot about the cheese pie here. Again, cheese, everything made fresh here. Well, that cheese with that flaky crust is just unreal. And finally, a giant prawn cooked in olive oil, herbs, spices, and all that juice and all that good stuff right in the head. Slurp that up. That's just so unbelievably sweet. All right, I think I tried everything so far. I can't even describe to you how good this is. I mean, there's something so special about all these dishes. I guess that makes sense because I'm literally eating food out of a family's kitchen right now. I don't know how it can get better than this. I don't think it can. So happy I was able to be here and enjoy this. All right, now a little personal time with the food. All right, almost done. Like my stomach is full, but this meal just made me happy. Dessert too, can't forget about that. Souffle is airy, this whole thing is so chocolatey. Ice cream is so milky too. First full day here in Greece, and to be able to get a meal like this, if I'm only in Greece for this one day, I go home happy. Good morning. So breakfast here is very fancy. They have this section where it's just about a dozen or so varieties of honey. There's tons of Greek yogurts, eggs cooked whatever way you want, celery root. That's delicious. Never had that before. A little sweet. Oh, this is a very herby sweet potato croquette. So today, first full day on the island. I'm gonna drive around to some of the best beaches on the island just to take a look. Not really a beach bum, but I heard there's a beach with pink sand. Pretty cool to check out. And then, awesome place for dinner. Is making a quick visit to Heraklion today.
found this really cool lunch spot where you can go in. There's food on trays. You can just point to whatever you want. Owner's so nice. Came down, kind of explain what each dish is. It's also a sit-down place, so we pointed to a bunch of food. They're gonna bring it out to us. So get to try out a bunch of different Greek dishes. Oh, this smells so good. Tastes even better. Creamy, sour potatoes. Giant artichoke as well. Beef and mushroom is perfect to eat with these potatoes. It's so savory that a little sourness is just very, very nice. Oh my God, this fish is good. So fresh. And outside, it's just the best crunch. Watch out for little bones though, but that fish is amazing. This fish is probably one of the best fried fish I ever had in my life. It's that good, it really is. Oh, this place is so good, so good. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this is the best soda ever. I think it's a Greek soda, I'm not sure. This is delicious. Tastes like a refreshing Melanie Molina. Dinner is at the restaurant Avli Malia. And just like I feel like most restaurants in Greece, it's just got this very homey, comforting vibe. I mean, look at this. Right there, there's the kitchen. You see the fresh produce in the back. I mean, everything looks incredibly fresh. Tomatoes, peppers, onions. There's a brick oven where they're cooking the bread. And they specifically tell you that they don't have a microwave in the restaurant. All the produce is fresh, all the bread is freshly made. They even make their own olive oil. So, and all the foods in Greece is actually very, very affordable. And appetizers are usually around €4. Entrees about 6 to 10, 11. Yes, a banana soda. Tastes like banana and bubblegum. Oh, aftertaste a little funky. Dish number 1, this is a trio of Greek cheese, all grilled. So the 3 cheeses are Minori Halloumi and Tyrol Zuli, and served with homemade citrus jam. This country, the food, especially when concerning cheese or olive oil or seafood or meat or pretty much everything else, everything is just so fresh. This cheese is amazing, very crumbly, very nutty, especially when grilled. It brings out an even smokier flavor. Dip that in some of that delicious jam. That's amazing. Where you eat it with a fig. All right, so this is a classic dish. We want to try this forever, never had this. It's called a moussaka. There's eggplant, minced meat, potatoes, and this is a very, very classic Greek dish. And this thing is just fresh from the oven. Oh wow, this is so good. Because this whole bowl was in the oven. The potato is seared on the bottom. So you get some of that nice scallopy texture and flavor on the bottom of this dish. Eggplant, zucchini, sweet and tender. The potato is mushy, there's gooey cheese. It's smoky, it's meaty, it's creamy. It's just a giant bowl of hot love. This is the lamb dish. And it's cooked inside parchment paper, which seals in all that nice juice. Potatoes, feta cheese, onions, carrots, over a giant lamb shank. And look at this, oh my gosh. The top is toasted, and the bottom, because it's sealed with the paper, this is where all that juice is being kept. Oh, look how tender that is. And this part, oh, you got the bone, you got some marrow, some cartilage, some tendon. This is too good for words. To the top, you get a little sear from the fire. Bottom, all juicy meat. Especially when you eat it with that sweet, tangy tomato. Also, there's so much herbs in here. I think some oregano, thyme. You taste the delicious olive oil they added to this dish. And as soon as they brought it over on the paper or was being unwrapped, you can smell how good this is. Another perfect dinner in Greece. That was a fun day at the beach. The waters here are the clearest I've ever seen in my life. It's like a swimming pool, but it's the ocean. 2 more hours drive back and grabbing some dinner at Posiden Fish Tavern. So this place is so cool. You go into the kitchen, they have all the fish freshly caught this morning, and you can choose whatever you want. They cook it right here for you. And this is all cooked over red hot charcoal. It's gonna be amazing. And a typical meal starts with fresh bread, fresh olive oil, and vinegar. Food is here. Scallops got here first. Look at that. Oh man, citrusy, buttery. A blast of olive oil over just the most sweetest scallops. And it has a bit of roll in there for even more flavor. I'm so glad we got a bunch of these. Ah, so good. This is so good it hurts. This thing tastes like it just jumped into the bowl. You taste that great flavor of the charcoal and then just the sweet meat of the prawn. Of course, the head. Absolutely delicious with all that great umami flavor. Octopus just got here. Check this out. Oh, that's tender. Just waiting on 2 more fish and some vegetables. We're eating a lot more vegetables here in Greece because vegetables are awesome here. I mean, they're fried. It's not super healthy, but it tastes great. Fried zucchini. Love it so much in this country. Tuna is superb. And they recommend cooking into a medium here. Melt in your mouth, delicious. Fresh herbs on top brings out even more fragrance from the fish. Oh, so good, so good, so good. Red snapper. Flaky, tender, juicy, so nicely charred on the outside with a delicious blast of smoke. You can definitely tell this is cooked open fire. Everything I had today, just as fresh as it can be. And everything, it just comes with a perfect amount of oils, herbs, and seasoning to just highlight that delicious, fresh flavor of the seafood. This is an experience. Last full day here in Crete. Lunch is gonna be right over there. So this place offers you a wide selection of meze, these little dishes. Ooh, I haven't had saganaki yet. First time having snails. This is a very traditional Cretan dish. I smell the olive oil. I think there's some dry rosemary in here. Got it. So I kind of put one prawn of the fork in the shell. And there you go. That's delicious. Awesome flavor of the olive oil. Herbs. Now there's some wine here too. Ooh. I think there's some vinegar in the sauce too. It's very good sauce and very different from other snails I've had before, especially the one from France. That's a great dish. Main course, a platter of meat. So got souvlaki, some gyro, some pork belly, and a ribeye steak.
That's really good. That steak is delicious. I love how they season everything in Greece. There's always fresh herbs or dry herbs. All the meat, seafood, fries, it's just extra flavorful. Pork gyro. So charged, so fatty. Amazing. With the tzatziki sauce. Sirtaki. Yeah, everything at this place is beyond amazing. That's so good. The place is so pretty. I love eating at Greek restaurants. Usually there's always an option to eat outside. Again, it just feels like you're in someone's home, parlor, kitchen.
This is so cool. So this restaurant there, they got their own, look at this, whole garden here. Peppers, parsley, dill, cucumbers, tomatoes. They just pick everything here and they cook it over there. Final meal on Crete. Back at this lunch place where you get to select all your dishes. This time got some Greek beans, got a lasagna and a moussaka. I've been seeing these beans everywhere. I've been turned on to veggies so much here in Greece because they cook it so well. These beans are flat. They got like a shoot, the potato, the sauce. It's delicious. Got a lasagna. That's probably gonna be amazing. That is amazing. So much meat and cheese in this lasagna. Ah, the moussaka is great. So much meat. Oh, mashed potato on the bottom. This is one of my favorite restaurants in Crete. The owner is super nice. He brings everything out to you personally. You get a nice big loaf of bread to eat with your dishes, which most of them are really saucy. They come straight from the oven, so they're nice and cheesy and hot. This is a great meal before leaving the island. First time on the Greek islands, and Crete was amazing. Also, extremely affordable. Food's extremely affordable. Renting a car, you could get a whole week rental for about $50. Communication really wasn't an issue. Most people we ran into spoke English. People are so nice here. One thing that shocked me, I don't hear car honking. I mean, listen, we're by a busy road. People don't honk here. It's just really kind of a chilled atmosphere. Gotta eat at this place one last time. Meat and roses. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, thank you. Last bite of food in Greece has to be this. Best souvlaki I ever had in my life. I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss the whole experience here in Greece so much. This is definitely a place I want to come back to. The food's amazing. People are so friendly. It's beautiful here. This is one of the best trips of my life. Well, super early flight in the morning. Gonna go to bed. See you then. Guys, like I mentioned in the beginning, this video is sponsored by HelloFresh, and I've been recommending HelloFresh to everyone for years now. I think they're my earliest sponsor, and there's many reasons I love this meal kit. First and foremost, it's absolutely delicious. Every single recipe I've tried with HelloFresh, and there has been a lot. Loved every single one. And one reason for that is HelloFresh delivers fresh produce from the farm to your doorstep in under a week. So you can really enjoy the delicious flavors of the season from your home. Also, it just saves so much time and stress. Like I said, I hate going to the grocery store. I always overshop. I always buy too much. And then right before I go on a trip, it's just a mad dash to eat it all before it expires. And with fall coming up, kids are going back to school. It's going to get really hectic for a lot of people. It's just really nice having something that's super easy with step-by-step instructions that can be ready in about 30 minutes or less. And if you have particular dietary needs, HelloFresh also offers veggie, pescatarian, and fit and wholesome meals to stick to your goals. And HelloFresh contains pre-portioned ingredients. That means less prep time and less food waste. Again, guys, I've eaten a lot of HelloFresh meals. I love how easy it is. It always comes out looking and tasting delicious. So if you want to give it a try, go to my link down below. Use my promo code CHEN16. You'll get 16 free meals, 3 free gifts across 7 HelloFresh boxes. And as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Till we eat again. See you later.